Calm down. What is up, guys? What's going on? And welcome back to another exciting episode of Yak Pack Outdoors. So you guys may ask, where's Yak Pack been? Where have you been, TJ? Where's Russell? Russell's still overseas. I just got back from Louisiana. What have I been doing for the past month? Welcome, first of all, to all the new people on the channel. I left September 18th. I've been gone since then. You guys have seen videos posted to the channel. Since then, I pre-recorded them, had them auto-post. Hey, gotta always provide the heat for you guys. Always provide the content. So what did I do? Where have I been? I flew to Louisiana. Once I got there, I did some training. Came back from Louisiana. Spent some time with the kids.
Holy shoot!
Went out for the wife's birthday. And here we are. Welcome. Again, welcome to today's episode. Today we're going to be doing my all-time favorite video to do every single month. It is the Lucky Tackle Box XL versus the Mystery Tackle Box Pro Battle of the Boxes. I absolutely love doing this video for you guys. So what I'm going to do, for those of you that have not seen one of these videos, is I'm going to pick a bait from each box. I'm going to start with Lucky Tackle Box. Pick one bait, talk about it for just a second, how I use it, how I rig it, best time to use it, place, whatever. Then I'm gonna pick one for Mystery Tackle Box. I'm gonna go back and forth until both boxes are complete. And down in the description below, you can find a code to use for Lucky Tackle Box. You will get $5 off any box they have. They have inshore, saltwater, catfish, panfish, trout, bass, bass XL. I have the Bass XL, obviously, because I love slaying the bass, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, and one more thing real quick before we get started. If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I'll link all that down below as well. Please go give us a follow. Twitter, you can stay up to date with us. I'm always posting. I'm really active on Twitter. Always posting on there, having conversations with you guys back and forth. Instagram, you kind of get all the pictures, the behind the scenes. I like to feature other anglers as well. So if you got some pictures, find us on Instagram, DM me the picture, I'll post it. Facebook as well, active on there. I just like being able to communicate with you guys other than YouTube. I can actually see what you guys are saying versus having to read comments on YouTube and then mention it in the next video, because I'm a very forgetful person. Sometimes I forget. So hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Let's get started. All right, so first up on the list, we have a Biwa 7.4. Now, Lucky Tackle Box sent one of these. It's just a multi-jointed swim bait. These things look phenomenal in the water. They are outstanding. This color is I would classify it kind of as like a baby bass type color. It's really, really good for this time of year, especially in this fall. Most everywhere in the U.S. has probably transitioned into that fall period now. It's not, early fall, late summer. It's not winter yet. Everybody should be getting into that good fall fishing. Should be able to slay some absolute monsters using this Biwa 7.4. All right, first up for the Mystery Tackle Box, we have an EMA Japanese designed suspending lipless crankbait. Again, this is the season. This is the time of year to use crankbaits. Whether it be lipless like this or square bill or anything like that, crankbaits absolutely kill it this time of year. Solid color as well. It's called the MTB Blue Shiner. All right, next up for Lucky Tackle Box, we have a GloPro Lures 2.5 inch Sexy Shad soft body lipless crankbait. Again, the reason I like soft body crankbaits, a lot of people may not, but I kind of do. I feel like when the fish goes to just, swimming along and it goes to grab it, the body is going to collapse, exposing the hooks even more, increasing your hookup ratio. All right, next up for the Mystery Tackle Box, we have a Lucky Craft 2.5 silent square bill crankbait. This is in a crazy green crawl color. Again, that crawfish type color this time of year, kill it. Crankbaits of any kind, kill it. So one thing that Russell and I did last year is we were struggling to catch fish on crankbaits. A buddy of his at work told him, whatever color crankbaits you have, go back and get ones with no rattles in them. And the ones with no rattles, they were just flawless. I don't know what the fish saw different in them. I guess they didn't want the noise at the time, and they were just hammering these things all day long. All right, next up for Lucky Tackle Box, we have some Smart Bait Gifted Grubs. Now, I'm not a huge grub person, but I'm probably gonna end up saving these for the spring, because grubs in the spring, when bass are on beds, they, for whatever reason, they do not like grubs. I caught a ton of fish this past spawn season, this past spring, on these colored grubs, black grubs, and white ones. So I'll probably end up saving these. Next up for the mystery tackle box, we have some Big Bite Baits cane thumpers. Now these are your little 3.5 inch, real slim bodied swim bait, soft plastic swim bait type deals. So what I would use these for is I would put these as a chatterbait trailer, a spinnerbait trailer, maybe even a buzzbait trailer. To make it look like, you know, something's dying on top of the water or something like that. It's trying to get away from whatever predator is trying to catch it. And you'll trigger those reaction bites, like I said again, especially this time of year in the fall when these bass are extremely aggressive. All right, coming in next with the Lucky Tackle box, we have Big Bite Baits, Real Deal Crawl in a green pumpkin color. These are just your standard crawfish type baits. Again, this time of year, bass really capitalize on those crawfish or swim baits. You're gonna have a lot of good luck using these right here. Next up for the mystery tackle box, we have some Catch Co razor worms. Now these have a really unique tail on the back of them to get, you know, a lot of that action kind of on a either a Ned rig or a shaky head or something like that. Not really too sure on the color. It looks like it's a I'll call it Houdini. It looks similar to a Houdini colored Senko. Next up for the Lucky Tackle box, I'm gonna cover this one really quick. This is just some pink mustad hooks. They're the breast cancer awareness edition. Really like what Lucky Tackle box is doing with that, showing that they support, you know, bigger things, you know, outside of fishing. It's really good to see they show support for stuff like this. All right, continuing on with Lucky Tackle box, we have an XB1 square bill crankbait. It says it's 3/8 of an ounce and dives 2 to 5 feet. Also, it says it has tungsten bearings in it. Now this, it says on the box, distinct action and sound. I'll be the judge of that when I get out and use this bad boy. It sounds a little bit different than any other crankbait that I've used or that I personally own. So I'm really digging that, really digging the color too. It's a purple sexy shad. All about those sexy shad colors and any, you know, the variations in between. Really solid, really looking forward to using this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cover 3 things real quick from the mystery tackle box because it's hooks and weights. So I like to try to get those out of the way. Everybody knows what hooks and weights are. So we're gonna start with the flashbang underspin hook. Now what this could be used for, you tie on a soft plastic swim bait. It's got that blade on the bottom. As the swim bait's kicking like this, the blade is also kicking like that. So it makes it look like it's a group of fish rather than just one. So it'll entice those bigger fish to bite because they think they're getting a bigger meal. Next up with the mystery tackle box, we got some Nico hooks, just standard number 2 size hooks, no big deal. Still going with the mystery tackle box, we have some lead nail weights. Now if you've never used these and you don't know what these are for, what you do is you can stick it in the head of a Senko and it makes the Senko sit like this up in the water. Imagine my finger's a Senko. This is the bottom of the water, you know, this is the bed. It makes it sit up like this, so it makes it look like when you're hopping it, it's gonna stay almost like a shaky head, but not on a shaky head weight. It's gonna make it look like that thing is eating the worm or whatever you're using, and the bass is gonna think, hey, this thing's not paying attention. I'm gonna go snatch it up real quick. Pretty neat little trick if you've never seen these. All right, and last but not least with the Lucky Tackle box, we have a Big Wig Magnum hair jig. All this is a jig with hair. Instead of the plasticky type skirt, it's got hair on it. I have never used one of these, so I cannot confirm or deny if they're good or not. Let me know in the comments below if you think they're good or not, if you've used them, or if you've used this one. I'm a little late making this video, so if you've used this and you've caught some good fish on it, definitely, like I said earlier in the video, tag us in those pictures. Let us know on our social media accounts that are linked below. All right, and last but not least, with the mystery tackle box, we have Net Bait Tiny Pack-A-Crawl. These are peanut butter and jelly color, which I like this color. I personally do. It reminds me almost of a lighter June bug color, and I tend to have a lot of success on that June bug type color as well as this peanut butter and jelly color. These you can rig it on a shaky head, you can rig it Texas rig, anything you can think of. Even with those nail weights, you can use them. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Do not forget, cast your vote below. Who do you think won this month? Do you think Lucky Tackle Box won, or do you think Mystery Tackle Box won? Also, don't forget, there's that $5 off code for Lucky Tackle Box down in the description below. Feel free to use that. It's not a permanent thing. You can cancel your subscription anytime if you just want to get one box or if you want to stay with them for life. It doesn't matter. Russell and I here at Yak Pack Outdoors, we appreciate every last one of you tuning in to watch these videos, keeping up to date with us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Cast your vote below who you think won. We'll catch y'all next time.